I'm your host, Maddie Greenberg.
And I'm your co-host, Ryan Drew, and welcome to the season finale of Director's Cut.
Ryan, what would your job be if you were a Ken?
If I were a Ken, I don't think I'd be a Ken. I think I'd be an Alan. I don't think I'd be an Alan. I think I'd be a lawyer like Elle Woods.
Elle Woods. And you know what? That's so perfect because our theme for this episode is women's empowerment. And you know why this episode is also special? It's because it's our last one.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, because we're graduating.
What?
Well, I mean, we've been the host for 2 years. You didn't think we'd be stuck in this basement forever, did you?
What will I do with this Director's Cut-sized hole in my heart? About this big.
You know what? Honestly, I didn't really think you cared about the show that much.
This is my Roman Empire.
Well, would it help if you did the toss of the take?
Yeah, it would. Let's go. Let's take a look.
Welcome to my last episode of The Take, and what a way to end it off than with women empowerment. Let's get into some questions and answers. I think my favorite female monologue is when America Ferrera does her monologue about men in Barbie, like at the very end when she's turning the Barbies back.
So mine is a little bit of a cheat. I don't, because it's a song, but it's Anna Kendrick's song "See I'm Smiling" in the last 5 years, where she just tears into her romantic lead.
My favorite monologue, I guess, would be Saoirse Ronan's monologue in Little Women.
Amy March's monologue in Little Women.
I really like the monologue from Cleo from 5 to 7, when she goes from talking to singing to talking.
Hot take, but my favorite women empowerment film, I like horror movies, so I think mine is Hush, which centers around a deaf woman who's fighting against her attacker the entire movie.
Jennifer's Body is a good empowerment film through satire.
Probably the first Wonder Woman film.
My favorite women empowerment movie is probably the 2019 version of Little Women by Greta Gerwig.
I think my favorite women empowerment film is Ocean's 8.
I really like Aliens.
My favorite female action scene would probably have to be, again, in the Wonder Woman version of Wonder Woman movie.
The staircase scene in Atomic Blonde. That movie is so good, the choreography is so good, and Charlize Theron does so good in it.
My favorite female action scene would probably be Ripley in Aliens.
The climax to Aliens, where it's Ellen Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, protecting Newt from the alien queen.
So I am a really big fan of The Hunger Games. The second one, they really upped their budget and got a really cool training scene.
So this is kind of a hot take, but one movie I think that would be better if it was directed by a woman is Poor Things.
I don't think it would be better, but I would want to see a Spider-Man movie where Peter Parker is just a woman.
Maybe like an X-Men with just all female leads.
I think a film that would have been better if it was directed by a woman is probably Thelma and Louise. I think the relationship between the both of them would have been better if it had a female director on it.
It shouldn't have to be something that we need to highlight. It should be something that's just recognized generally.
The women can do just as much as men can do.
It's pretty important to highlight women in film because they have such a great, unique perspective and sensitivity that some men don't even have.
It will inspire a younger generation of female filmmakers when they see that they're being represented.
I mean, we're people too.
It's important to highlight women in film the same reason it's important to highlight everyone, to highlight individuals. Everyone should be able to put their word out into this artistic field and make their mark and make others relate to them.
My favorite female director would probably be Chloe Zhao.
The newest one that's been popping up is Rose Glass. She did Saint Maud and she did the Love Lies Bleeding.
My favorite female director is Greta Gerwig.
My favorite female director would have to be Greta Gerwig.
I took a class on Agnes Varda. She's a French filmmaker from the 60s.
I know this is probably a common one, but Greta Gerwig is really good. She's a great director. Barbie Slade.
You know, it's been months and Alyssa still brought up that monologue from Barbie. I mean, does she not know? Like, it's 2024, leave that stuff in the past.
Ugh, as if. Barbie is forever, you should know that.
Another movie that is not going to take me forever to get into the front row seat of the theater is Challengers. Sorry, Zendaya. Yeah.
Big Zendaya fan, or?
Yeah, huge Zendaya fan. I'm not a big tennis fan though, so hopefully the rest of the movie makes up
tennis
for that.
is what makes that movie look weird.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
I think everyone's gonna be going for Zendaya, and then it's gonna be like some weird thruple situation, and everyone's gonna be like, "No, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for this."
Because you see it and you're like, what does this have to do with tennis at all?
Right. I think that was just the backdrop.
Rom-com. I don't know. Just make it a sports movie and not some weird.
Well, maybe
love
she
triangle.
has. Maybe she has to fight a tennis game, like
Oh, for the man.
against like
Oh,
the
'cause
dudes
it's
for
the
rights to
rally.
the dudes.
Yes.
Yeah, like ownership rights.
Wins
Like she wins like a little man slave. That'd be like a woman empowerment thing.
Hell yeah, I was.
And if you think about like other people working for things, technically the Emotions in the Inside Out movie work for Riot, and Inside Out 2 is also another movie coming out.
It is a movie coming
Yeah.
out. Thank you.
It also happens to be another movie I am really, really excited for.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that they're screening it like every week that they work on it to teenage girls. And I saw a tweet that was like, if I had to show my work to like a room full of high school girls every week, I'd cry. Which reasonably, yeah, I'd be scared too because I was very judgy in high school. But they're really trying to get like Riley correct. They're asking a bunch of girls and their experiences, and they're trying to get it as close as possible. So I think that's good.
I would hate to revisit myself at like 15, 16. Like I was a terror on humanity. And if someone was to ask for my opinion, they would get a very depressing movie. So like
I mean-
Yeah, me too. No,
I
me
don't
too.
even want to touch
I'm
what I
awesome
would
now.
deem to be the female experience.
I'm
back
awesome
then.
now, so I was just as good at when I was 15, except
no
maybe
change.
like 7 years younger.
Same personality throughout.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just stagnated.
Yeah, that could be like Joker too. It could be like the same personality throughout, and then he's gonna start going like me with Lady Gaga. And,
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
I heard that she's been taking special voice lessons.
The singer has been taking special voice lessons.
Yeah.
Different ones.
Different ones.
Oh, that's
Usual.
awesome.
I'm very excited to see her. I mean, anything she's acted in, she's pretty good, you know.
She's
And-
a great
No, she's great,
actress.
and that's the great singer and great actress. Like
She wore a meat dress
threat.
once, made of meat.
yes.
her finest role. Why wasn't she nominated for an Oscar for that?
Because
you
it was a
know?
red carpet.
And it was red meat.
Yeah, you know.
Do you
that
think
was
the monkeys in the new
jokes.
Planet of the Apes movies eat red meat?
I would wager they do. I mean, that's like my biggest.
Yeah, that's your biggest like
priority.
question going into it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I have so many, but we can't get to all of them. Alyssa, thank you so much for sitting down with us for the very last time.
I know. Thank you guys so much for having me again. And I want to thank my mom and my brother Eric and his girlfriend Izzy for always watching these episodes when they stream. So thank you guys so much.
Yay! And today we'll be interviewing two powerful women in film.
Yeah, but first let's take a look at one of them, Morgan Furstenberg's film, Fruits on the Fly.
Pull yourself together, Tiger. You really think I'm gonna drag you through all this without some kind of reward? What do I look like? Some kind of a monster?
No. No way am I gonna.
So, bitch baby.
Don't call me that.
Okay, Benji.
How do you know that? Where are you taking me?
Where am I taking you? More like where are you taking me?
I'm not the one holding the gun to your head.
Eyes on the road.
Will you at least humor me? Why are you doing this if you're so rich?
Me? Rich? Nah, buddy, that's my husband. I'm just the lucky girl who got swept off her feet. Too bad he's gay, though. What, you think I knew this before? think you know a guy after 10 years of marriage. But no, my husband has been talking to some fruitcake on my computer. The audacity. Turn here. You smell that? It's the sweet, sweet aroma of complete isolation.
Smells like I'm gonna die. Awesome.
Would you stop being such a You're the one that kidnapped me, remember? What the He changed it to one of those lock codes. Thanks for letting me know, honey. Oh, wait, I bet it's my birthday.
0814.
Access denied. You gotta be kidding me.
Can I try?
Go.
0000.
Access granted.
What? Get away. Huh. Well, at least that didn't change. Don't even think about it.
Morgan, thank you so much for coming back to Director's Cut. It's
Thanks
only
for
been
having me.
a year. Can you imagine?
I kind of forgot that I've been here before.
You're telling me
You
this
pushed it
wasn't
out
your
of your
most
head?
important memory of being in college?
You're right. I'm sorry, guys. This
As
was
you should be. But let's talk about your film.
Yes, I hear that there was something interesting going on when you were setting up the car, and how did that look?
The car rig was the thing I think I was dreading the most for this because we had, we have our school equipment and I had to go like rent it off of the internet somewhere, and we had like 7 people just around this car, and it looked like there was like curtains on top, and there's like a lot of pink spike tape everywhere, and it kind of looked like the jankiest thing you've ever seen in your life. But I really didn't want to attract attention because we were like on actual roads. But a lot of people that like kind of passed us by were like, "Oh my God, like what are you kids doing? Oh my gosh!" And we're like, "We're making a movie," and I was like, "Please don't call the cops on me." But I'm glad it all worked out. Like everyone did such a great job. Yeah, it was because we had like a little like parade of cars. So it was like the car that me and my camera team were in up front, and then the actual car in the middle. And then we had an SUV behind, being like, "Don't run us over." So
Did
yeah.
it have that like as a neon sign in the back?
It was a
of it,
cardboard
or?
sign that said "filming in progress," but I don't think you could actually see the
Really?
the words. Looking back now, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. It's like carpool karaoke.
Were you having problems with, so I'm assuming, where was the camera on the car, on the hood?
Yeah.
So were you having problems with the actors having to move the car, and then you guys being blocked of like the view?
Like what we did was we had some we blocked off like anything that could let like additional light into the front of the car, and then they were fine about it. Jack, my main actor, was like, "Oh, I'm gonna drive this car like 100 miles per hour. Got it." And I was like, "That's a funny bit, because that car really is like kind of a piece of garbage." Sorry, Kiora.
Morgan, thanks so much for sitting down and talking with us today. Next, we will talk with one of our other senior filmmakers, Olivia McGarry.
The Director's Cut hosts are flawless.
heard Maddie was offered a modeling job at a big agency.
I saw Alyssa jump over a couch, and now I do it every time.
Last week, Maddie Greenberg high-fived me. I haven't washed my hands since.
I once thought Ryan was waving at me. Turns out there was someone behind me. I'll take it though.
I once saw Alyssa wear blue on director's cut, and now it's my favorite color.
I heard that Ryan Drew guy has a fan club.
One time, I borrowed a pencil from Alyssa, but I never gave it back, and I've thought about it ever since.
The hosts are so amazing that they all got nominated at the Herbies.
I heard that Ryan likes the movie Alien, so I dress up as an alien every Halloween.
I was in the elevator with Maddie once, and her natural scent sent me to heaven.
I hear Maddie is a spokesperson for recruiting students into the con school.
I saw Alyssa's piercing, and I got the same one. Mine got infected.
You know, Ryan poured coffee all over me. It's pretty awesome.
Well, in case you were worried, the rumors are true. I do have a fan club. Just text me. I would like to have someone to talk to.
But also, don't believe everything you hear.
Whatever, Maddie. Let's take a next look at our next clip from Olivia McGarry's film, Something Blue.
Relax. It's just me. Is the window just for the smoke, or should we be getting you thicker socks?
You know, now that you mention it.
Put that down. Ben seems like a really great guy.
He is?
Right. Is it that you don't love him? Because you guys seem really happy together, but if you're having doubts, we don't have to go through with it,
No, it's not that. He's a great guy. He is a perfect match for me, actually. Just can't quite put my finger on it. I mean, I don't know, Beth. I've always dreamt of this day, the white dress, everything.
But
there's something missing. I mean, when I'm with him, I'm happy. I really am. It's just, at night there's this feeling in my stomach, this restlessness, this uncertainty, this feeling that I want more.
men are enough to handle on their own, and you want more to deal with?
No, not more to handle, just Beth, I mean, the whole stay-at-home wife, mother thing, I mean, didn't you ever want more? Fuck. I'm sorry. God, I'm a total bitch. I didn't mean it like that.
All right, Bridezilla. Let's go.
But the ceremony's not for a little bit, and I'm not ready.
I know. We're going somewhere else.
Well, hello, Olivia. Welcome to the couch. I was there for that particular scene. In fact, I was standing on top of a toilet. But for the rest of the film, there's zombie characters in there that we didn't get to see in this clip. How did you go about arranging all those zombies to be in the scene?
Yeah, well, the zombies, ever since I knew that I was making a senior film, I was like, I have to have zombies. I love zombies. So it was always in the back of my mind that I would have to one day acquire these zombies. So I scoured through Backstage and like a bunch of different websites, and I ultimately found somebody who could do the makeup for me. And yeah, that's how I went about it. And then I got the actors, we put them in their makeup, and there's eventually zombies in that film.
What inspired you to write a story like that? Obviously, because we're moving on, we're going into the real world soon enough. Like, we're gonna have to be in situations like that, or have friends who are, gonna be in situations like that. So is that really like a coming of age story for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at a weird point in our lives as seniors where we don't really know what's next. And for some people, it's marriage. Other people, it's a job. And it's just, it comes from the feeling of like, I want to do the right thing, and I don't know what that is right now. So yeah, it's a very personal story. And then there's zombies.
And then there's zombies.
Yeah.
So the title is Something Blue, and that's from a poem, right? Or
it's like a rhyme. I remember it when my sister was getting married. You have to have something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
And a penny in your shoe.
And a penny in your shoe, yeah. And something struck a chord with me, something blue, and it just felt right.
Well, we're so excited to see your film and Morgan's film at the film festival. Do you have any parting advice for juniors who are about to embark on their senior films?
Don't sweat about it. It's gonna come to you eventually. I know the writing process was difficult for me, but it's gonna come out. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Senior film season is so much fun, and anything you make is gonna be great.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
It's been great to hear from seniors that have accomplished so much this early in their careers.
Let's take a moment to recognize the seniors that have brought this show to life.
And that brings us to the end of season 27 of Director's Cut. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks to everyone watching here, and thanks to everyone watching at home, and thank you to our guests Morgan and Olivia for being here today.
And thank you to Dr. Peter Gershon for being an incredible faculty advisor.
I would like to say thank you to AJ, Maddie, and Justin for casting me on this show, and then Justin and Anthi for keeping me. I would like to thank my family for watching the things that I pay thousands of dollars to come to school to learn about. And I would like to thank all of my friends and stuff who come out to the show that help support me there in the crowd. I'd like to thank Maddie for being my co-host. I'd like to thank everyone for making my college experience fun.
Okay, so the past 3 years on this show have been so wonderful to me. Thank you to Spencer, Tori, Becky, Ryan Davies, and Katie Tierney for taking a chance on me as a little sophomore. Thank you to AJ, Maddie, and of course Justin, Anthi, Ryan, and Alyssa for always giggling and putting up with me. Thank you to all the crews and package producers and everyone for all the hard work that they put into the show. And of course, thank you to my parents for giving me the best at-home film degree that I could have asked for. And I'm going to miss it dearly. So thank you. And if you'd like to see who our replacements are, make sure to head over to our Instagram at DirectorsCutHU. There you can find exclusive content, unaired shorts, and so much more.
And be sure to give us a follow and subscribe on our YouTube channel. For the last time, I'm Ryan Drew.
And I'm Maddie Greenberg.
And this has been our last episode of Director's Cut.